Our next guest is the host, creator, and executive producer of the wildly popular podcast Call Her Daddy. Let's take a look.
Where were you mentally going into the Tokyo Olympics?
I have very good, senses, and I knew something was gonna go wrong. I couldn't pinpoint what it was or when it was gonna happen, but I just had this feeling deep down, this is not gonna go the way I want it to.
She will host Watch with Alex Cooper, which will air on Peacock during the Summer Olympic Games in Paris. Please welcome to the show, Alex Cooper, everyone.
So happy to be here.
You have a very successful podcast. You're one of our nation's finest interviewers. How do you feel being the interviewee?
I am out of place. I feel a little off. I'm off balance, but I will say on Call Her Daddy, I am actually usually on the right and the interviewee is on the left.
Yeah.
So I have to say, Seth Meyers, welcome to Call Her Daddy.
Oh, look at this. Oh my God, talk about two birds.
Yeah, here we go.
Now, are you on that side because it's your better side?
Absolutely. The only time that I have, 100%. Yeah. The only time I switched was when Megan Fox was like, I will come on, just one request. I have to sit in your seat. And I was like, absolutely, sweetie, come, let's go.
I 100% have this is it for me.
Oh, this is it.
Oh yeah. If this show was the reverse, it would have been canceled years ago.
Yeah. Now thinking about it, I don't know if I've ever seen the right side of your face.
Yeah, no, it's bare. No. Don't get any ideas.
Yeah.
This is very exciting that you're doing this show in Peacock. Are you someone who grew up being a huge fan of the Olympics?
Oh my God, it's like sports was my life. My family is a sports family. My father actually worked the Olympics in 1996 in the Atlanta Games. He was the beach volleyball producer.
Fantastic.
Then 2000 Sydney, and then my sister also was an editor in Stanford for the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. So this is like, if anything, I'm the last person in my family to do the Olympics.
Did you ever go to any of those?
No, sadly, I was 6 when my dad was in Sydney, but it just felt like this magical thing that I just wanted to be a part of.
I think I was also 6 that year.
I feel like you were too.
Was I? I'm like doing the math. I think I was also 6. Now, so you're going to Paris.
Yes.
Congratulations, very exciting.
I'm so excited.
And have you figured out, how are you going to do your show? Have you figured out?
Yes. So the show is going to be live on Peacock, and I'm very excited. My obsession is just creating new formats constantly. With Call Her Daddy, it started as just audio, now it's video. But with this new show, it's basically going to be me watching the Olympics live with celebrities and comedians and friends. The fans can interact. It's going to be a great time. And the thing I will say is, I understand for sports, it's a little intimidating. Like, if you've never played a sport in your life, you're a little nervous to turn on the TV and be like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, whenever I think of my husband, he'll be in the kitchen, he's watching basketball. I don't understand basketball at all. And I will be, can I pull up my Jennifer Coolidge impression right now?
Yeah. By the way, I love that everything you said led to a Jennifer Coolidge.
Like, I'm on late night.
I have no idea where this is going. Oh, yeah, basketball kitchen, she's doing a Coolidge.
You guys, I have been waiting.
Okay, great.
Because I know you have one.
I have a really good one.
Okay, so let's go, ready? So I'll be looking at Matt, and I'm like, oh, I just want a hot dog real bad. And I'm like, oh, sweetie, what's going on? And he'll be like, it's a three-pointer, Alex. And I'm like, oh, no. Okay, you go.
I don't know if I can follow that. Wow.
Oh.
Ow.
Sad.
No, yours is better.
Oh, we're on late night, baby.
It's weird, like, how it was like sexier than I thought it would be having Jennifer Coolidge ask for a hot dog.
I'm honored, you guys. Like, middle school me is like peaking right now that I got to do that on TV. Okay? That's the only reason I'm here.
Well, it's interesting because talking about how not fully understanding sports, like the Olympics does have some that have technical aspects that I think people don't fully. I always say I went to the Vancouver Olympics and my wife and I went to see figure skating, and I didn't realize that the people who have no chance of winning go first.
Oh.
But it's just because they're bad. They don't do the jumps. They don't do the hard jumps.
Right.
So but you watch them and you're like, well, they're the gold medalists. That's the best skating I've ever seen. And you need someone to tell you, because when you're there live, because again, we're just there watching great skating.
Yes.
Somebody would have told you if you're watching on TV, like, just FYI, like, they're not gonna win.
That's what yes, that was so nice the way you just put that.
Yeah.
I'm excited because breakdancing, like there's random
Yes.
sports now. I'm like, I want to go watch breakdancing, and there's fencing and obviously soccer and everything. But I'm excited for the show because sports unite people, and it's about community and camaraderie. And even if you've never played a sport in your life, this show is going to bring people together, and it's going to be fun to watch. And what a better thing to watch than the Olympics.
The Olympics. So you talked about a sports family.
Yes.
You were a D1 soccer player?
Yes.
BU?
BU.
Okay, gotcha. So you played sports in Boston. That's the
Yes.
true experience.
Oh my God, it was wild.
How were your parents as sports parents?
Aggressive.
Okay.
My mother was like, go in the backyard and juggle. And I'm like, Mom, like, I just want to relax. Like, no, my parents are very competitive.
I do want to stress that for people who don't understand soccer, that means juggling the ball.
Juggling with your feet.
Yeah.
Like, bring out a soccer ball.
It's
and
not
you
like
can
she's like, you're not a good soccer player, you're going to be a clown.
No, although I would love to have that skill as a party trick. But
My soccer coach was like, you got to go juggle like this juggle. He handed me a bunch of bowling pins. He's like, you're not going to play today.
My parents are very competitive people. My dad was also a D1 hockey player. So, like,
Oh my God.
we are,
Yeah.
everything is just intense in my family. Like, we got to win, and we got to be the best.
Now, I think that people who have a sports background, especially, at the level that you made it to, maybe are good at handling nerves. But you are interviewing very A-list people. Are there guests you've had on the podcast that have made you nervous in the moment?
I wouldn't say nervous. I would say a memory that comes to mind is Mr. Post Malone.
Okay.
I will never forget when I interviewed him. I flew to Boston to interview him at one of his concerts, and I'm in his backstage area, and he walks into the room, and I am immediately like, oh my God, I need to be his best friend. Like, I don't even care about the Call Her Daddy interview at this point. I'm like, this man must be my best friend. To the point where I'm starting to be like, maybe I'll babysit his kid one day. Like, are we gonna get tattoos together at the end of the night? Like, oh my God, maybe I'll be on the album. Like, I wanted him to love me, and he came up to me and he handed me a pong ball, and he was like, do you wanna play? And I just knew in that moment, if I don't hit a cup, why did I go to college? Like, those 4 years were just training for me to
You went to college in Boston.
For that.
Yeah.
And so it was a big moment. So I think the nerves were more like, I hope he thinks I'm cool. But that's pretty much it, yeah.
I also, I had the wonderful opportunity of spending a day with Post Malone on a segment called Day Drinking. And the thing I always say to people, because I think if you only saw Post Malone, you would not know that he is the most polite, genuinely the most polite human being I've ever met.
Yes, ma'am.
Called me sir the whole time, yeah.
I'm like, he makes my heart warm. I call him Austin. I don't know if he knows that, but like, we're close like that. I'm like, me and Austin. I'm still on the kick of like, we will literally be. I was gonna invite him to my wedding.
Oh my
This man's gonna think I'm a stalker. I'm obsessed with him. Austin, I love you.
All right, well, I think that he will believe, based on watching that you do love him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do too.
When do you go? When do you leave for the Olympics?
End of July, like July 25th.
Great.
I'm gonna be at opening ceremony.
Fantastic.
Getting my outfits ready.
All right, great.
I'm praying about it. I'm visualizing. It's all gonna happen.
Well, we're very lucky to have you doing the show. Thanks so much for being here, Alex. What a delight. Alex Cooper, everyone, watch. Alex Cooper will stream on Peacock during the Olympic Games this summer with the opening ceremony kicking off